you know, my last video was about not doing what I'm doing right now. Not rolling up to these expecting just a whole bunch of cargo and making money on the claims. You can actually now do that. What's up, everybody? It's Ricey, and it's been a while since I've made a Star Citizen video, and on top of that, a salvaging video. So a lot of people have seen my last one, for 319, you're salvaging wrong. If you haven't, it's up there. A lot of people get mad because I said you're salvaging wrong, and people are like, I'm not salvaging wrong, I'm doing it right, you're doing it wrong. Whatever. That's the whole point of making a good title, right? Anyways, so salvaging's changed quite a bit in the last couple of updates, and I hadn't really done videos because I myself wasn't playing a lot of Star Citizen, or I was doing random little things I wasn't salvaging. So let's jump into the game, and I'll kind of show you both the regular missions and the personal missions. So legal versus illegal. And let's check that out. All right, before we get suited up and get out of here, one thing you'll make sure you'll need is a multi-tool. I have a Quicksilver one that I found. Make sure that multi-tool has a tractor beam attachment. Mine has it on there. It's kind of hard to see. If you're not 100% sure, if you have it in your hand, if it says mode detachment and you press B, it'll change it to traversal. That is one that has a tractor beam attachment. You will need this because we're going to be moving some cargo. We're going to be moving some scrap. Now, I don't know the exact specifications of like loot tables and stuff, but I do know if you have like the illegal missions, you'll find drugs which sell for way more, make a lot of money. Or if you do the regular ones, you'll find like gold and laranite, barrel. You'll find more high-end minerals. The bigger the ship, like the more expensive the contract, usually the better cargo, from what I found in these salvage missions. Just trying to think. So, how do I get my salvage missions? Go to Contracts Manager right down here, and you go to Salvage. Right now, I have a Scorpius, and I have a 100i. That's because since this is 3.21, I haven't done any of these yet. If you go to Personal, you can also go to Salvage, and you want to do these risky ones. I haven't done any of these down here yet, the In the Wake of Disaster or the cleanups. You might want friends with these because you want to get like, yeah, but you can make more money. So we will get to the risky claims towards the end of this video, but we'll do one of these first. Did I miss my exit?
Next stop, Metro Center.
Oh my god. All right, I will get to the spaceport and everything, and I'll be back. All right, so I've got my vulture ready to summon. I do want to show this real quick. You can change out the modules. Now, I haven't sat down to see if they've changed the cinch at all. I did a video back in 319 of cinch versus a braid, and honestly, the cinch came out pretty much performing almost exactly the same amount as a braid, and you know, twice as much time. So my suggestion is go with the braid. You can also swap out the cinch for a trawler, but once again, if you want to save time on the bigger ships, you can do that. I say stick with the braid on the vulture. It's honestly the best bet. Now, change that. Let's pull back up our contracts and go to salvage. Now, you see I only have the entry level one right here, 1,000, 1,000. So out of these, the Scorpius, that's not going to have any cargo. The 100i might have cargo. And I'm going to say might because, once again, I do not know the spawn rates of these things. So we'll do this. I'm going to fly out here to Mike L1. It's going to be a long flight. I'm not going to bore you with that. And once we get out there, I'll show you the basis of salvaging if you haven't seen it yet. And I know, I keep doing weird things. I was summoning my vulture, and I was like, you know what? I need to show these people. If you do not own a vulture, you can now buy them in-game. I believe you could in 3.20. You come to New Deal in Lorville, where I'm at. You go down to Drake Interplanetary. And right down here at the bottom, you got the Drake Vulture. 1.264. 1.2 million. Not bad. That's pretty easy earned in-game at this moment. Especially with these risky salvage jobs. And I will show you. Yeah. Me and a buddy did a risky salvage job the other night. And just from the cargo alone, it was 1.6 million. So, if you and a buddy, you know, get together on something like that, you already have a buddy that's leveled up to get some of the higher missions, you can get money pretty quick to be able to afford that. There's also a ton of other ways to grab 1.2 million in game. A lot of different ways. So, they made the ship very affordable, and that's really cool. Alright, now I gotta fly to Mike L2, or L1, Mike L1. Alright, so before we get to our destination, I do want to take a moment to talk about something I have coming up. Something Star Citizen related. Something that I'm not going to tell y'all till November 1st. So on November 1st, be watching for a video for Star Citizen related stuff. On something big. Something I said that was going to happen when we hit 1,000 subscribers. And we're past that now. And so now I'm going to do that. So hopefully you're interested in seeing that. Be watching for November's first video. I'll have all the details. And it probably involves something of, you know, the giveaway essence. Something like that. So be watching for that. Also, if you're interested in joining a organization for Star Citizen, we are taking applications. It's called the Night Owls. NITEOWLS. You can follow us on Twitter. You can DM us there. I'll also put a link for that in the description. I'll put a link for the ability to join. Like it'll go to the Spectrum page or whatever. The organization page is what it'll go to. And you can click that link of join now. And it'll send messages to one of our members. And then we can figure out there of times to get to know everybody and stuff like that to see if you're a good fit. But we're pretty open. It is a kind of just mostly a hangout crew right now. We haven't really started breaking off into like what we do most, but we like to do a little bit of everything. Sometimes we just mess around. Sometimes we like to salvage together. Sometimes we've talked about mining together. We've rocked mine together. We do just random jobs. Like me and one of the other members were just trying out all the new little random jobs throughout all of the verse that we've never tried before. And they just added a bunch more. So yeah. I'll leave the links all for that down in the description. And also, this is all being filmed before SitCon. So this video will come out after SitCon. So if a whole bunch of stuff changes after I've released this video, there might be another video coming. Because, I don't know, they keep changing things like so crazy. Anyways, I still got 10 million kilometers. I'll take a nap. Alright, we're coming into our salvage claim. I know my bulldogs are we got a lot of weird glitches going on. Now, if you're not used to the vulture, know this thing takes a minute to slow down. Like, I usually hit about 20 kilometers, and there's still times I still go over. And I'll just yeah, it's not great. So at 25, I'm going to start slowing down. And then at 20, I'm going to really try to kill it with the boost. 'Cause 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 Like I said, this thing does not like to slow down fast. You will zip right past it if you're not paying attention. Watch out for rocks, obviously. So, just so you know that it might show that you're 80,000 kilometers out. Just, you will overshoot it. Trust me, I do it all the time. All right. And I'm not going to show like a whole scrapping video. If you want to see more of that, I do have another video. Like, the mechanics haven't changed when it comes to actual scrapping. What's changed is what's a lot of times inside these ships. I will kind of go over like a brief show here. With the small ship though, it usually only takes 2-3 boxes. Watch that. See? Right past it. Zip. I told you. I do it every time. They sneak up on you. They did add this, the Adagio Holdings controlled area. That'll pop up when you first get... Oh my gosh. I just hit it. We're doing good. We're doing good. So now I've sent it into a spin. Oh my gosh, it just appeared out of nowhere. What are we doing? Okay, so... A lot of weird sounds going on. Okay, so with the 3.21 update, I've noticed it is showing cargo when you get there. I don't know what's going on with that. You can also, you should be able to pull up your scan. You should be able to scan. Of course, mine's moving right now, so it actually scanned the cargo and not the ship. You should be able to scan the actual ship.
Attention. Please come to an immediate halt and hold for your vessel to be scanned.
I mean, I'm not moving, so I'm being scanned right now. That's what that is. We don't have anything going on. Whatever. He'll go away. Do. So, I do know there's copper in here. I don't know how long this is going to take. Hello? He's just chilling behind us. Bro, it doesn't take that long to scan. Well, I'm gonna wait here until he's done scanning. Alright, usually scans don't take this long. I don't know what's taking so long for him to scan. I am going to exit to 0G right here. Hold F. Look over to your left side there. And you should see that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you'll do weird stuff like that. It's just a thing. I don't know what these guys are doing. Because we're doing a small ship, we're only gonna, the Vulture is fine. The larger ships, you're gonna probably want to take like at least a Cutlass or like a Hull A or something first for the next step up, and then for the step after that, I was cutting it close with an MSR. So probably like a C2 would be best on those. Now, I always have to find the buttons on the... Okay, the 100i is on the inside. I was thinking of the 350s. So if you have a 100i, and you're looking for the cargo, you gotta first find the door. And then this bottom piece right there. Oh. There we go. Make sure you're in the right mode, detachment mode. So this first box we have is iron. And then we have a box of copper. Now, you're not going to get rich off of iron and copper. I would leave those here. Don't waste your time. Because, like, now, unless you find, like, a giant box of copper or iron, because those aren't worth any. Those are worth, like, a few hundred. It's not, and you can only sell them to certain places, and it's just not worth it. So, let's just quickly salvage this and probably piss off the law while we're doing it. Enter the pilot seat. I know I left my back door open. I have a quick switch on that. Stick with screen paint. There we go. I was like, close. Okay. So, press Elm. You're going to get out your modules. I run in gimbal mode. So I'll like kind of pick a spot like this. Try to get lined up well. Small ship won't take long. I'm going to switch over to my braids. Braids are slightly bigger, so it doesn't take as long. Press G for gimbal mode. See, now I can move. You can see the little things moving back and forth. And go. Oh no. Maybe. Oh my gosh. I might be having some glitches. No way. Okay, so as you can see, I am not able to fire my... But, like, my bulldogs are off, too. I've had this happen before, and I think the only way I was able to do it is through actual, like... I didn't mean to do that. I had to like...
Shield system power is running low. Engines power is running low.
So like turning that on and off should have... If you notice, that's not working. All right, so always make sure like your weapons and stuff light up, because I think that's my biggest problem right now. I'm gonna fly back to the Frontier Station here. I'm gonna store my ship and then get it back out, and then hopefully we're good. So once again, I will be back. Sorry about this. This is kind of annoying. All right, so now I'm back. Everything is working now. Should be anyways. So got my gimbal mode on right here. So we're gonna just click. We're gonna start salvaging away. Now, if someone has done more research than I have, and has found out that they have changed the cinch modules to make them better, to where it's actually worth using them, let me know down in the comments. Comments help a ton. Like I said, in 3.19 I tried it out and it was not worth the time and effort. I don't know why I'm getting a torque imbalance either, so yeah, we're just gonna kind of paint over. You can see where it shows like it'll turn red once you're getting low on that piece. Yellow is about mid. And we do have a progress bar at the top. Now, as you can see, we are not getting much scrap from these little ships at all. It's just how it is. But one box of scrap is worth more than that copper and iron combined. That we pulled out of it earlier. Turn the gimbal mode off so we can swing around to the other side. Obviously a bigger ship is not as easy to get around. Hopefully we got at least a full box out of this. If not, it's not the biggest thing. The Scorpius I know I messed with and got like a whole, I think I got like a box or two out of a Scorpius when I did the Scorpius. So it's done. There's that progress bar at the top that slowly was going down. There's still scrap on here. We're going to grab every bit that we can before moving on to the next one. It doesn't look like we're going to get a full box out of the 100 die. Oh well. Not a big deal at all. We can sit here and try to squeeze the whole box out. There's like some spots here and there that you're seeing that's popping up. Well, we might be able to squeeze the whole box out. We got one. We got this. Maybe. Oh, a little bit there. Oh, went away. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Sweet. Now, it's automatically ejecting. It will do that unless there's another box already in that spot. Let me go show you what I'm talking about for those who have never salvaged before. You have to let this door open. Sometimes you have to manually open it. I don't know why. Weird glitches sometimes. You go down this ladder and it'll process right here. Now, if you did not have a multi-tool already, before this ejected, you would have need to come over here and hit create. And you can actually create multi-tools and attachments. It's really neat. Or just the tractor beam attachment, I think. Yep, and the attachment to be able to like repair ships and stuff. Anyways, I always have mine set to cargo and auto eject when full. That way it produces 2 boxes and then it'll eject the first one and then it'll have the second one ready. We only have one. So we're going to take this, our tractor beam out right here. We're going to pick this up. We're going to pop that onto the grid. And if we had a second one, it would automatically eject that one at that moment. But we don't. And that's okay. Let's get back to our seat so we can get ready to fly down to our next salvage. We're going to go the next step up. So we're going to press F1 to bring up our Moby Glass again. Go to the contracts manager right down here. Salvage. Now we have 9. So this one might... See, I'm interested about these. We might actually take this one for the moment, just because I'm curious if it's going to be expanded and actually have stuff on it. So we're going to go and take that one. But as you're seeing now, we have Cutlass Black, 20,000. MSR, 20,000. That whole A was 5,000. And we got 20,000. Now above the 20,000, you have a 50,000. So you'll have like a C2, a Hammerhead. I don't know if the Starfarer is still on here, but the Starfarer was a great one, a fantastic one to like actually salvage. You could make a lot of money on those in 319. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done a ton of salvaging, so I don't know what all pops up, but I do know they added more ships to the list. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this MSR in a minute, too. But we're going to go to this whole A, because I'm just curious. And it's here. Oh, wow, they're both here. That's amazing. We're tracking the whole A. So I'm going to fly out here to the whole A. And I'm only checking this to see if it's expanded, to see if there's cargo on it. Because to me, if there's not even a chance for cargo on these, I would not accept them. Because you can make buku's more bucks. Buku more bucks. Whatever. However you want to say it. You can make a lot more money. If there's a chance for salvage or cargo on the actual ship. That's why I chose the 100i over the Scorpius. But the 100i is not going to have good. The cheaper the ship, you're most likely going to get iron, copper, corundum, quartz. The more expensive the ship, you'll have a higher chance of getting like gold, laranite, beryl, all of those. All the things you go mine for, diamonds. But still also have a chance to get iron and copper and stuff, but you might get more. So, we'll check out this whole A in a second. So as we're flying up, we can see that there's cargo on it. Like I said, weird 321 glitch. I don't know what's going on with that. So it does look like the whole A can be will be expanded. And as you can see, it has a decent amount of cargo on it. So I'm just going to... Now, I need to see how much cargo, because the hull A can hold 64 cargo, and this thing can only hold 12. So I just want to jump out and see, so I can show y'all what a hull A can have on it. Makes me wonder if they'll eventually add a hull C. But this is why I say, the bigger the ship you're going to salvage, you might want to bring a cargo ship first. Because, as you can see, this thing's full. What all do we have on here? We got one big old box of corundum. Now, that corundum alone's not going to make that much money, but that's a lot of corundum. There's more corundum. We got iron. We got copper. Tungsten. Not great either. More copper. It's freaking out. And copper. So as you can see on this side alone, there's really not a lot to really just be happy for it. Now, it is full. And so, like, that's still several thousand UEC. Just not a ton. What we got on this side, tungsten, Once again, tungsten. We got some different colored box. We got a couple of different colored boxes right there. Copper. Corundum. They get mad when you do that. Corundum. Copper. So, cargo-wise, you're not going to get a ton out of these. Once again, it was a $5,000 ship. Salvage-wise, I'm assuming you're going to get about 3 boxes if you're lucky. 3 to 4 boxes. So the money on the lower ships is from salvaging. So remember that. If you're... And that's more built for like what we got going on here. Now, I'm just gonna abandon this job because to me, it's not worth that stuff. If you are trying to build, trying to get to the next levels, do everything you can to get up to the next levels. Do the biggest ships you can. You'll just make more money that way. So I'm gonna abandon this. Abandon. Now, I don't think it hurts to abandon things. So, go ahead and abandon things. We'll be abandoning a lot of stuff in the personal missions. We're going to just go ahead and fly over here to this one, just once again, so I can show you. I'm not trying to make big money on this. I'm just showing you what's kind of changed in the sense of finding cargo. Now, the first ship we found had cargo. The second ship we found had cargo. Are we going to be 3 for 3? If so, it's looking like pretty much every ship now has cargo. Now you're going to get a lot of iron, a lot of corundum, a lot of copper, a lot of quartz, a lot of these cheap cheap things. But once again, the more money you spend on these, like the $20,000, the $50,000 ones. I did a C2 the other day and pulled out a bunch of gold. Made like 300,000 in gold. Not bad. So coming up to the salvage claim for the MSR. Now, I'm not seeing any cargo. So it looks like not all ships have cargo. Or have a chance for cargo. We're gonna just, can we scan? See if anything pops up. I'll also get out. Oh, there it is. So there's cargo in there. There you go. We got gold, we got iron, we got corundum, we got terranite. That's 11 SU of terranite. That's some good money. 16 SU of quartz. So, like, you have a big enough ship to haul this off. There's 2 SU of gold. That's 14,000 right there. The terranite, the 11 SU of terranite. So, because we actually do have enough room on this for the terranite and the gold, I'm just going to be selective, and that's what I'm going to take. Because I don't have a lot of room on this ship. So, it's actually, you know, my last video was about not doing what I'm doing right now. Not rolling up to these expecting just a whole bunch of cargo and making money on the claims. You can actually now do that. What I called claim jumping. So, I guess you could say, my old video, I was salvaging wrong and y'all were salvaging right. But in that time, oh my gosh. Get down the ladder, bro. Get down the ladder. In that time, that was pretty much the only option. It was very rare to actually find cargo in the ships. And now on this, we're 3 for 3. Every ship, and I'll say it, every ship that I've salvaged since they've changed this, I have found cargo on. I have not found one that hasn't had cargo. Now, like I said, there's been a lot of iron, corundum, tungsten. But then there's been some big stuff too. Terranite. Ooh, I don't know if I can fit that in my little ship. I said I want to take the Terranite and the gold. But as you can see, the bigger... This is why you want bigger ships doing this, because some of these won't even fit. In a small ship. That's quartz. That's a decent chunk of chains of quartz. That's what? That's 12 SU of quartz right there. That's tungsten. I'm not worried about it. It's tungsten. Not worried about it. Where's my... If I had a bigger ship, I'd take every single bit of this. There's my gold. There's my 2 SU of gold I was looking for. Care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. So we're just going to leave that. We're going to abandon this. Now this should still fit in here. I have fit a total of 24 SU in the back of a Vulture before. Actually 26. So a lot of this is just being sneaky. They stack quite well like this. That gold. Give me this Terranite. Oh my gosh, we can face plant. Gotta love it. Okay. You having troubles with that? Also, just a quick tip. Hold R. You can rotate however you move your mouse. And then also, if you move the mouse wheel, you can rotate it like so. Now, it's not going to lock anywhere here at this point. We just kind of have to set it in. But that's okay. If you've seen, like I said, if you've seen my other video, we had this thing packed out. I can close the door from the inside. But yeah, so basic salvaging hasn't really changed other than they've added more ships to the gameplay of salvaging, which is cool. It's a little, makes you want to just do more smaller ships and stuff like that. As you can see, this is a $20,000 ship, and I'm probably walking away with 30 to 40,000 and just cargo. My brain. What was it? 11 SU of Terranite? I can look this up real quick. So I'm not just giving y'all. It was 2 SU of gold, which is going to go for roughly 14,000, depending on where you sell it. Some places are going to give you a little bit more, some places. And then the other one was Terranite, yes. And it was 11. That's $86,000 in Terranite. So that's 100 grand right there in my back end. Like for a 20, so it's a good profit. Make sure that's closed. Now, I'm not going to show y'all all the selling and stuff. Hopefully y'all know how to do that. If not, you go to one of the major hubs, Area 18, Orison, Lorville, or Microtech, which are really close to Microtech, but I don't really want to go to Microtech because I want to go grab my MSR so I can have a bigger ship for what's coming up next. We're going to do some personal missions. I'm going to show you what those are about. All right, I didn't want any of y'all to go, but how much was that actually? So just to show, I came into the community shop, commodity, we're going to get my vulture. Come on. We're going to try. We're going to get the vulture. It'll pull up everything. The 1 unit of the recycle that we got from that $1,000 100i. So look at that. It's a good profit there, 5,000. Now, it doesn't have all these together just because that one SCU of Terranite's not in the grid, but that's another 7,600. Thank you. And that one cost us 20,000. So this one's 14,000 for the 2 gold. So right there, between the 1 Terranite and the 2 gold, we're at a $1,000 profit. See what I mean? And we have 10 SCU of Terranite, $77,000 worth of profit. All we did was fly out there, grab the cargo, come back, sell it. And this is just the regular salvage missions. Now, if you want to keep unlocking higher ones, you actually have to scrap them. And you're going to make even more money if you do scrap them. So, make sure you're scrapping them. Let me make sure, because I grabbed the MSR. I want to make sure there's nothing in the MSR before we go do a personal mission. There shouldn't be. Okay, it's empty. Perfect. So, now I'm going to go back to the spaceport. We're going to jump in the MSR, and then I will show you real quick here at the end the difference between the regular scrap missions and the personal missions, but we're not touching the bottom ones. I need to do some research on those before I actually talk about those in maybe hopefully a future video. So, I will be back. So it took me a minute to get into my MSR because it spawned one. And it put it way out here.
Landing gear up.
And I didn't know the condition of the ship. So I ignored it. Alright, so let's get out here. Let's get started pointing out. We're going to go to personal now. Salvage again. That one's probably going to work. So now, it costs us 20,000 for an MSR for the general one. This one's only going to cost us 10,000. But you have 30 minutes until security shows up. Now, in the past, sometimes it was faster than 30 minutes. I don't know if that's still true. Now, there is usually 2 of these. There's one in Hurston, or there's one in the Hurston area, or there's one in the Crusader area. So that is something to watch. If you're in one area, try to stay in that area. It's just a little faster. Usually you can also jump right to where you're going. So salvage, perfect. Not right now. So I'm actually going to jump out to Everest. And as you notice, the timer has already started. I just want to show you that you can plot to
Quantum travel complete.
the salvage. I keep pushing the wrong button. It was Aberdeen, salvage, jump there, boom. Alright, so I'm going to head over there. Once we get close, I'll be back in and show you what this looks like. Alright, here we are. Now, these are usually in asteroids fields, weapon testing sites, stuff like that. NPCs can roll up on you, NPC pirates and stuff, so be really on the lookout for things to pop up. You do have possible security showing up, all of that. So you want to be fast, but also you want to be careful because you're in asteroid fields. Or weapon like this is the weapon testing sites above Aberdeen. So there's like big chunks of debris like flipping around and stuff like that. Because I'm doing a risky mission, I don't care to scrap. I want what's inside. Once again, every one of these I've done so far has had cargo in it. That doesn't mean it's always a given. So, I'm not promising anything. But take this time while we're in 3, 2, 1 to maybe make some extra money. Because, yeah, already we got cargo. Sweet. You can scan if you want to see what it is. I will, just so I'll show you that. But we're gonna take everything and I'll show you a place to sell it. Oh, we got... Neon, 47 SU of neon, 25 copper, and 1 laranite. It's a lot of copper. Honestly, I might just take the neon. So we just sell one thing. Someone get lined up. Gonna go and open that up. What is, was it, what did I say, 25 SU of copper? Yeah, 25 SU of copper is like 10 grand. Now, if you're just trying to get every bit of money you can, awesome. I'm not going to spoil the neon for you. You can look it up if you want before we get to the end of the video. You can just wait till the end of the video. Because it's pretty sweet. So, like I said, we do want to move fast. As fast as possible. Because you never know what's going to roll up while you're out here. So we're going to take the neons. We're going to throw the neons in the direction of the ship. I might actually just go ahead and get up in here so I'm just not floating the whole time. This is copper. So you can see how big these things get. There's a laranite. You can take that 1 laranite if you want. To me, it's not exactly what we're going for. I'm going after these. doing weird stuff, but I'm also like panicking. I don't know why I'm panicking. So these are neon. Big boxes of neon. It's a lot of drugs. Now, if you have two people doing this, of course, moves that much faster. But you're probably splitting the money. So, you know, do you split the money or do you do your own thing? Is that neon? Oh my gosh, that was some weird. Now, because of the MSR, I'm gonna check something real quick. We're gonna go in this room right here. We're going to open this false panel right here. Open this door. Make our way through the... We're just gonna make sure, because this will not pick up on a scan. It shouldn't, if something's over here. So there could be a couple extra boxes over here, and we might be missing them. Doesn't look like there is. They'd be right here if there was. So. But never hurts to check. Now we gotta get loaded. I'm gonna get the big boxes in there first. And we can just pull stuff in after that. This happens sometimes. Your person gets stuck, does weird things. I don't know. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's what I want. That's what I want. So as you can see, this is taking a little longer than what it used to. At this point, usually when you were doing these personal jobs, I would have been out of here. Some of it's just the controls and how things are loaded and stuff like that. This might be the last one. Now, like I said, you can take everything. That copper right there, it's worth about 10 grand. There's nothing wrong with taking that. That layer night that I threw out here, it's worth about 7 grand. Nothing wrong with taking that. I say just take what's worth it. Sometimes I found big boxes of Quantanium. And I'm talking big boxes like this of Quantanium. It sells for a lot. What's cool about these is you can stack them in different formations when they let you. Sometimes things get a little glitchy. Can stack everything up, make it all nice and pretty. I like the different shaped boxes. Makes for some fun stuff there. Come on, dude. All right, so you can sell this to Neon. So you can do SC Trade Tools, which once again, I will put that link down in the description. Type what you're selling, how much you're selling. It'll tell you everywhere you can sell it for all at once. But because this has been such a good moneymaker, a lot of people are doing it. And I'm going to say this right now. Sometimes you go to these places and they don't want anything. I've had a bunch of ETAM before and they were like, no, we don't want that. So, okay, I didn't push that, but okay. Just be aware of that. You might have to make a couple of runs. You might have to wait somewhere. Yeah. All of that fun stuff. So I'm looking for Crew L4. We're going to go to Crew L4 and sell it to the space station there. I like selling it there because it is an armistice zone. It's not like the Breaker's Yard or anything. But for example, Neon, Delvin Scrap and Salvage, Samson's and Son Salvage, Brio's Breaker Yard, those will all take it. Oh, actually, it's worth more money if I do that. So, we're going to stop.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel complete.
That's not what I want. Clear out. They released some new stuff on the map and the map's still broken. No way. Where did I want to go? Walla, maybe? Let's try Walla. Now you have to be careful doing this stuff. Anytime you're running stuff like this, you have to be careful. So while we're traveling, I am already going to go ahead and we're going to abandon this. Because we don't need it anymore. That's all we needed. So we're just going to abandon it. We're done with that. You will unlock more of these missions, the bigger ones especially. Because like right now I'm getting Corsairs, I'm getting Cutlass Blacks, I'm getting Redeemers. I'm not getting anything like crazy big. There's a Constellation. Like that has like 99 SCU in it. Cutlass has 46 SCU. Corsair, I don't remember, but it's around that same size. And once again, I don't know these cleanup jobs. They're interesting. I think we can make more money doing what we're doing. I don't know though. You're going to unlock more of those the more of these salvage missions you actually complete and salvage the ship. So, you want to salvage ships to get these, to unlock more of them, to get the bigger ships, to make more money. This is a $20,000 ship. Let's see what kind of money we're going to pull out of this once we get to where we're going. Crew L4 is the safer option. We're not going that safer option right now. We'll see. We might end up bailing. I'll let you know when we get close. All right, guys, we are coming into Samson's and Son Salvage Center on Walla to sell the Neon. Like I said, I used SC Trade Tools to say who takes it. It tells you what kind of money you're going to get. Now, coming into places like this, Samson's and Son, Brio's Breaker Yards, I think Delvin's is the other one. It's riskier. It's very risky because someone could be on the ground. Look at that. Someone is on the ground.
Landing gear down.
Now, is there actually someone here? That I don't know.
Landing gear up.
We have to be careful. Because it's not an armistice zone. So it might be smart to, you know, drop out right here for a second and just get ready to jump somewhere else. Maybe. Okay, not gonna worry about it. Like I said, 3, 2, 1, we got this weird cargo glitch. You see right all at the top here. You got all the way up there. I can't really do it, but you got a bunch of stuff going on. Now, just because you see a tick like this doesn't mean there's someone there. I don't know if there's a way to tell if someone's actually there or not. I know if it lights up blue, someone's in the ship. But as you can see, there is cargo on their ship, so they can see that there's cargo on my ship. We don't know what's going on.
Landing gear down.
We can take a risk and try to go in here. They can shoot us though. But let's take the risk.
Landing complete. Engines
And
off.
hope we're not being stalked. This is where it gets exciting. Like I said, you can go to Crew L4. Some things are taken at Crew L5. Some things are taken at Grimhex, but less, less quantities. That was the word I was looking for. I had to think about it. Come on. Doors are taking forever today. I do wish there was like a smaller door so you didn't have to worry about that. Come on. Close. Make sure you always close your doors. Hopefully no one ran on at that moment. There's a center building here. Like I said, anybody can pop out at any given time and kill me. He could even be in here. Doesn't look like he is. Do the same thing. MSR. 45 SU of neon. We're going to sell all that $382,000. Boom. And now we're down to no demand. I don't know why it's showing that, as you can see. Weird. Okay. There you go. That was another 16,000. So we made a lot of money. I'll let y'all pause and check everything if you want to. You can't buy anything here. You can sell stuff. ETEM has medium inventory, which means very high inventory of neon, which means they're because I just dropped a bunch. It looks like someone else did. Someone's brought Slam, Widow. So once these places are full, you can no longer sell here. And maybe that's what's happened here. Is he tried to sell. And then wasn't able to. We could be a jerk. We could pirate it. It's not what I'm here to do. We got our money. Roughly 400,000 credits. For 10,000. And roughly, what, 15 minutes? When he actually started it, moved everything, got over here, sold it. 10 to 15 minutes of doing that. And people are probably faster and better than me at it. So yeah. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me. Alright, so give you a little bit of background music here at the end of the video. Just have the menu music going. So in the end, I guess things have changed enough to where you can actually, what I called in the last video, claim jump. Where you could pick whether it's like a regular, like normal job, salvage job, or a personal job. So general tab or personal tab. And there's going to be cargo in it. Now, like I said, every single one I've come across has been good. That doesn't mean that there's not like times where there's not. And you could see the difference between a regular one that cost 20,000 and we made my brain. And we made okay money just by being selective in what we took. We made what? A profit of 70,000 versus a personal one where we spent 10,000 and we made a profit of almost 400,000. So yes, higher risk, higher reward. So if you're really just trying to grind money, you can do that. Now you might run into the issue of not being actually able to sell because other people are doing this, and then you're just stuck with a cargo full of drugs. You can wait it out though. I don't know the specific timers on it. I don't know if it's 20 minutes. I don't know if it's an hour. I don't know if it's 5 minutes. I don't know. If you know, put it in the comments. Put in the comments below. So yeah, salvaging has changed quite a bit when it comes to what's actually in the ships. We saw the Hull A's even had it on the outside. They were expanded. So that's really cool. So my tips, stick with the abrade module. Don't use the cinch. It's just faster. The bigger the ships you're going to salvage, take a big cargo ship out there first if you have it. If you don't, maybe try to grind up the smaller ones to get a bigger cargo ship. Because then you can really, or maybe have a friend. Maybe you have a friend that has a C2 or something. Maybe y'all can work something out. Get it done that way. And they did say in previous patch notes and stuff that like 3, 2, 1, you'll be able to, as a party, sell your other party members salvage from their vulture. I have yet to test this. It's something I need to test. I'll figure that out. And once again, on November 1st, be watching for another Star Citizen video. Won't be a very long one, but I'll have some details in it. And it's a thank you as getting me to 1,000 subscribers. And hopefully, I'll be able to do another one when we hit partner. I got to get those watch hours up. So if you haven't watched some of my other videos, go watch them. It helps me out a lot. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you throw comments down below. Share it. Make sure you get this video pushed out there. And if there's anything you'd like to add as well, throw it in the comments below. I miss stuff all the time it happens. And hopefully at this point too, by the time y'all are seeing this, we've learned a lot of cool things because of CitizenCon. I'm excited. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.